In this video, I will list some business ideas and opportunities that are trending right now. You could take those ideas and build them out yourself, or you could use them as some type of reference or inspiration for your own ideas. I also want to mention that those ideas are for most part online tech business ideas. There are two factors you need to take into consideration. The first thing is you need to choose the business type. So your business can be a business to business or it can be a business to customer business. And it can be service or product oriented. This is something that you need to determine from the very beginning, because it will change the shape how you're going to develop the business around it. You can of course change and mix those up with time, but you should have a starting point and a specific type chosen when starting your business. So let's get to the first category. The first category is AI. AI has a huge potential to optimize everything around us. I personally don't know how far it will get, will it replace us, but this is a topic for another time. What I mean here is that you need to look at the problems that can be automated, and there are a lot of those, and AI can be a great solution for that. For example, take a look at IFTTT. There are so many opportunities in this field. For example, scanning documents and extracting data from them. This is pretty much an older topic, but there are always new types of data that need to be taken in and digitalized. Start small and try to optimize little things and increase along the way. This brings us to the next category, which is a lot simpler to start. Take a look at the IFTTT company, if this then that. So what are they doing? They are combining mini tasks that you have every day and making them easier for you. And there are a lot of tasks that aren't solved, and this is something you could step in. For example, when I come to my home, I want my Wi-Fi to be turned on and I maybe want my coffee machine to go on. So this is, for example, something in the field of smart homes. But you can develop a lot of solutions around this for simple and small problems. For example, I can also type into IFTTT that every time the ISS flies over my home, I get a message or I send a message to someone. So this is something you can really step in. You can look at a lot of forums or questions online and see where people are struggling, what they would like to be automated, and that's something you could use for your advantage to create some type of script or plugin or mini service to automate those simple tasks. If you like this content and you're enjoying it, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. The next one are cloud solutions and infrastructure solutions for businesses. This is still a huge one because people, or businesses better said, are still moving to the cloud a lot and adapting their current solutions. So this is something you could step on. For example, AWS launched the AWS Marketplace, which is becoming every day bigger and bigger, with people uploading standard solutions to the platform to assist with different needs. For example, what I mean with that, let's say there is some type of service your company is running locally on their service. They want to move to the cloud. Of course, there are a lot of companies like AWS, Google Cloud, IBM that can provide that solution. So you can create two types of businesses around it. A service-oriented business where you just help those customers with their specific solutions. How would they create APIs, host services, secure everything, and so on. Or you can create standard solutions on the AWS Marketplace. This is something really interesting you should check out. I think the most common one is the Bitnami Wordpress AMI, which basically works, if you don't know about the service, it works like you can create an image which already has everything configured. It could be configuring your DNS servers, your instances, your load balancing, installing everything on a server. Just click install, everything runs from there. Then you could charge for the software. For example, Bitnami WordPress. I have a tutorial on how to install WordPress on AWS using Bitnami. Is exactly the same. It is an image on AWS which you can just one click install and you have WordPress set up. So you could create solutions like this for different customers. Stuff like media sharing, saving documents, scaling servers. There are so many niche problems businesses have which you could offer a solution and just charge by the hour. For example, let's say the infrastructure costs $10 a day. You could charge $1 for your software on top of that and have recurring payments from people using your software. It is not so new anymore, but the competition is still not that big and there is a lot of space to head into here. The next one is pretty standard, is web development. It is still pretty much high in demand and it is rising from year to year still. What you can do here is offer a service type of business where you're just building out websites for people. You can specify on a certain niche, building websites using React, using JavaScript, using HTML, WordPress and so on. Or you could also create a standard solution like a web builder, but I wouldn't really come into this area because it is pretty much crowded and really tough to develop such a solution. The next one are machine learning platforms. What I mean by that is pretty much automating the machine learning process. What you can do is, let's say you need to classify dogs in a picture. So how would you go about that? You would install Python, you would get the pictures, you would mark them, you would read them with some Python script, then you would run it with some other type of module like scikit-learn, and then you would produce some models. You would use those models inside of an API or app or something. Let's say you automate that entire process, because in order to do this, you need a developer. But what you could do is create an entire service where you can upload those pictures. Anyone can just log in, you go upload, you mark the images, you mark the part on the image that you want to be recognized by the learning algorithm, you click run, you wait 1 hour, and then you have an API where you can access the results. Over the API, you can maybe send an image and return a result back. So you automated the entire process for someone who has no clue about machine learning whatsoever. There are already solutions on that, but the point is that there are so many specific problems and you could build a solution for some more specific task and not a machine learning platform in general for everything, but for certain tasks. If you are interested in learning how to become a programmer or build your own startup in this current day and age, and learn anything from generating an app idea to launching a product, you can take a look at my course. The IT sector has changed a lot and it is not nearly enough to just know a programming language or tech stack. If you want to future-proof your career and tap into the 1% of software engineers, you need to know a lot more. You need to know business, you need to know software architecture, marketing, email marketing, programming, integrating and combining all of those right tools together. I go into all those topics in the course and it is constantly being updated since our environment is also always changing. So the course is never finished. I pretty much update it weekly. The link is in the description, or you can just head over to noveltechmedia.com. The next one on the list is analytics software. You can create some type of analytics software for some niche. There is a lot of analytics software out there and the competition is tough, but there are always different niches you can tap into. Just look, for example, if you're already working in the IT sector or you're working for some company, just look at what they're analyzing, what type of data they're analyzing. And this solution can also be closely implemented with some machine learning platforms, which I mentioned earlier. The most important takeaway you should take from this is look at problems and not at products. Of course, what I just gave you are some trends and some exploding areas that are getting more and more recognized, but you always need to look at the problem, which I have pretty much also done in this video. We looked at problems and I just gave you solutions how you can resolve them. But for your own research, always look at problems first and don't try to just chase the newest hype. So if you want to start a career in software development or improve your skills or start a startup, head over to noveltechmedia.com and sign up there. Thank you so much for watching, to each and every one of you. you can continue watching this tutorial series. I upload 2 videos every week. So thank you for watching and see you next time.